My dudes, the point of the Stag is finally out, the Iron Banner bow. After a whole season of being delayed, we finally get our hands on this thing. And to be completely honest with you guys, I am a little disappointed and have some mixed feelings about this bow. Now, before I wanted to make a video on this bow, my dudes, I wanted to get a little bit of experience with it. So I got over 100 kills. I told myself I'm gonna get 100 Crucible kills at least before I do some sort of review on this bow. But remember, I am the JMOP Poppy Sensei Bowmaster here. They call me the Bowmaster
Because it is true.
And I'm not trying to sound cocky or show off, my dudes, but you know, the JMOP Poppy Sensei uses bows both for PvP and for PvE, my dudes. Like I said, I'm not trying to show it off, but might as well for this video, right? Now you guys can know that I have a ton of experience with bows, and I know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to
Bows.
Let's go with the perks, my boys and girls. Elastic String, my boys. Elastic String can be pretty decent because it reduces the draw time, but it also reduces your accuracy. And if any bow main knows, is there anybody out there who mains a bow? You know? If any bow main knows, the most important stat on a bow is accuracy. Accuracy determines how crispy your bow is gonna feel. The less accuracy, the less crispier. The more accuracy, the more crispier. It has natural fletching. Now this is a completely useless perk on this weapon because it decreases accuracy, which is the most important stat, and it increases stability. Now bows do not need stability. Trust me. Bungie, please, next time you try to do a pinnacle ritual weapon, let me design it for you guys, yes? It has no distractions. Now my dudes, no distractions on a bow, take my word for it, is completely useless. Trust me, my dude. You do not want to be aiming down sights all the time. In PvP, you're gonna get rushed, you're gonna get destroyed, your radar is gonna get flooded, you're not gonna know what to do. No distractions, useless perk, and it also takes time to proc, so no good. Archer's Tempo is probably one of the best perks you can get on a bow, seriously. One of the best perks. Vorpal Weapon. Now I believe Point of the Stag is the only bow that can roll with Vorpal Weapon. Yeah, you can 2-tap supers. Every super, you can 2-tap them. You cannot 1-tap supers. Not even the Golden Gun, trust me. Unless you have some sort of extra bonus, like Weapons of Light, something like that. But while I was playing with this bow, my dudes, a couple of matches in the Crucible, you know, I didn't really find myself in too many situations where enemies will let themselves open while they were in their super for me to 2-tap them. Because, you know, the higher skill-based matchmaking, obviously, the higher the skill of your opponents, the harder it is, you know, for them to be taken down by anything when they're in their super. Obviously, this is going to be good while you're in a low bracket against a bunch of potatoes who run into walls while they have their super active. But seriously, I'm just being honest here, okay? Vorpal Weapon is kind of a 50-50. That's why I have mixed feelings about this bow. Not really too great. Now in PvE, I didn't use this bow in PvE, but I can see this doing some extra damage, you know. But I don't know if you will want to trade a bow over a special weapon that does more damage. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to use Point of the Stag for PvE just to clear out ads, I would highly recommend a Calamity with Rampage. Much better. Seriously. Much better. And for the final perk, Eye of the Storm. Now, this perk is completely
useless.
The only way this perk can probably become useful is if you're in a 1v1. That's basically it. But even if you're in a 1v1, Eye of the Storm, just not too great, man. They're just not too great. Because it requires you to be in low health, my dudes. Just no. And if anybody's used bows, you know how bows are, my dudes. You have to reload the arrow back, which takes some time. Pro tip for bows, my dudes. If you're using a bow, you want to either body shot or headshot your opponent. They'll go back into cover very quickly while you're reloading the arrow and then come back out and peek him and destroy him. That's how you should be using bows. So Eye of the Storm, no bueno. And for the masterwork, it has an accuracy masterwork, pretty good. But the accuracy on this weapon is pretty low in my opinion, considering this is a precision frame bow. Now the precision frame bows are basically the best type of bows to use in PvP and for PvE because of the damage. That's damn right. But the stats on the point of the stag, my dudes. The accuracy, not too good. In PvP, you're gonna find yourself missing some shots at around, more about mid to longer range engagements. You're gonna be missing your shots. Trust me, it's not gonna feel as crispy. For example, my Calamity, very damn crispy. Like I said, the more accuracy you have, the crispier your bow is going to be. But the draw time is a plus. The second most important stat on a bow is draw time. That's damn right. While I was using the point of the stag in the Crucible, it's like any other precision frame bow, to be completely honest. But you can definitely feel the less consistency at range whenever you're trying to aim at somebody. But the bow overall, it's a good bow, but it could definitely get better perks. You know what I mean? It's just we waited so long to get this bow. And then, it has really nothing special about, there's really nothing special about it besides 4-pal weapon. Like, we waited like, how many months was it? 4 months or something like that to get this bow. And that's the thing that disappoints me about this bow. We waited about 4 months to get our hands on this bow. And it has nothing special about it. But yes, if you're gonna pick up this bow, go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's the only arc precision frame bow that is available to us right now, I believe. I think it's the only arc precision frame, right? I think so, if I remember correctly. But yes, it's a pretty decent bow, but I will highly recommend a Calamity, honestly. This Calamity that I have, nasty as hell. Nasty as hell, my dudes. I would definitely use my Calamity over the point of the stag, but the point of the stag does have 4-pal weapon. But like I said, 4-pal weapon is only good when you're really facing potatoes, to be completely honest. Once you're up there, in the Crucible, people don't generally stand still for you to 2-tap them in the head while in their supers. You know what I mean? That's a potato type of thing. You know what I mean? And also, before I end the video, my dudes, bows are very good. You can combine them with sidearms, you can combine them with hand cannons, you can combine them with the chaperone, with a shotgun, name it. But be wary though. Be extremely wary. The worst enemy for a bow are snipers. That's damn right. Trying to counter a sniper, unless he's booty cheeks, is very difficult with a bow. So if there's a guy hard scoping and you're going to take a peek, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Or just do it and learn the hard way. But yes, my dudes, this was the JMOP Poppy Sensei Bowmaster here. There's a lot of other people making a video on this bow, and they have absolutely no experience with a bow. I'm not trying to name anybody, but don't talk intelligently when you know nothing about the thing you are talking about. Right, chat? But this was the JMOP Poppy Sensei Bowmaster here. Thank you guys for coming over and watching. And until next time, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification.